ECSL, the exhibition, don't begin. The exhibition don't begin. And this exhibition, there it begin. It not begin correctly in some areas. We don't send with camera. The center where we go, problem no be did. But me watching the video, I be spot few things then. Yeah, with camera I don't go. The few things they were a spot, Yes, Banga still live in this wheelbarrow push. I know you can open the phone line. You can explain so we finally understand. Say we're not sincere. Okay. Open the phone line, you can explain. But look, quick for this issue of exhibition. Don't forget, say 257,000 people. ECSL say na duplicates them. That's what ECSL say. So today, Saturday, Hon Abdul Kargbo want make me and you know this thing. He say na center 5033 when at the MC primary school na Falaba 668 people na den register. He said that only 38 names them na appear na the list. The list where ECSL display center number 5033 MC primary school na Falaba 668 people na den register. But na only 38 names them. Now then display. Remember, this they last for how much? 5 days. From the 24th to the 28th. Monday. Now they done. 668. 38. 630 people. Now I'm missing so instant 630 people. Now I'm missing. ECSL. But wait so. Not so ECSL tell we say that process where them be they do. For pull come out the duplicates there. They say they do one with political party there and CSOs. Not to so they tell we. So if they do one with political party and CSOs, then how this happen now? How? And if not only 5 days, Monday night they done. Monday. That's what they tell you. Then tell you say the deduplication, duplicate registrants them, when they eliminate, then do them with political party there and CSOs. So Honorable Abdul Kargbo now they tell you say that center number 5033. Now 668 people and register there. But now only 38. So waiting I want to tell we. Because if I go through the provisional list where them be given. For Falaba, this na the district to the district. Falaba the district. New registration na be 17,317. Confirmation na be 47,854. Underage na only 54 then say them pull underage. That's why some people be done they say that duplicates where they just mumbo jumbo and one for say duplicate data na 257,123. Like how they show we for the underage. Now so them for don't show we by district. Now so them for don't show we by district. So that 10 day it'll be easier for because now if already 630 this one center. The entire Falaba district, the entire we say the underage where they eliminate now 54. We mean to say if them were missing, that be say them fall under waiting. The duplicates an entire center 668 only 38 people left. ECSL. Yeah, I need to do something. Eh? And I need for do something. No. Okay. Well, not to Falaba no more. Inside Freetown. The other day, Naya, where they talk about the exhibition process, the verification, I been say, I want to know if all the centers them get computer. I don't know if you remember. Because the ECSL commissioner, Mohamed Kone, tell we say, because of the constraints, financial constraints, they make them in two phases. They make them in two phases. Phase one, waiting and do the. Then do one computer. Phase two, and count that computer day. Okay. So then, because now be 1,815 centers per stage, per phase. 1815. Then I'll be able to open the 3,631 because they not be get 3,630 computer. But now, then they open all team one team for 5 days. Who try na ya? They know tell so not try. Who try we only leave. Even though the term where they say then they start, then say from the 24th to the 28th, the time be short. I mean the time where they tell me now say exhibition is going to start. The time short. I think it was 3 or 4 days before. Not even a week. Not even a week before. And imagine, with all way two done the year now, and only 5 days. Eh? Now only 5 days. Monday by now. You don't know. Or you don't. Depend on whose side you. So then, okay, let's just listen to the mayor. The mayor of Freetown. Yeah? The mayor of Freetown himself gets concerned about ECSL, the exhibition, the verification. People in Freetown. In say Honorable Abdul Kargbo interview about Falaba, let me hear what's in the mayor in say.
Hello, Fambledem. Today, na Saturday, the 26th of November, and I did at grammar school, na the verification center. Then don't actually done. I've been just left the chat with some of the people them around and some of the staff, some of the agents and some of the staff, just for, understand how the process don't go. I don't work hard, they go to other centers them, and I want to bring a very important point. The things that we don't see, where a little bit worrying is that we get Boku Center, where unfortunately I'm not going to go live now, old school. But old school, for example, in order like this, let's show you how Yatan. So you see all team paste, you see them neatly, everybody go able easily look. Even one gentleman then I look for a name. Now I go attach na my book the how it been na old school where then the foreign are grown, I meet some na streets, some then don't turn over. So I want for just make appeal to ECSL, say let them make sure say all of the centers, then these are good jobs. So let we give praise where praise is due. But let all the centers and turn so. In fact, the situation where I meet not to just old schools, so I don't let them then say then get trouble, but it's in many centers them. Usai, I just see one na Congo Tong as well, where nothing no display. So we need for let people in display. Then at one point where I appeal to ECSL, let them make sure say they make this process as easy as possible for residents. Then the other thing where I want for bring to the attention of ECSL. I no believe say as a Fritonian, as a resident, as a Sierra Leonean, I don't think say me personally, you read the announcement and it looked like say the message not go far. So ECSL, I believe say on a sensitization get for increase. And because the sensitization so low, something like yeah, grammar school, this is the third day. It left Sunday and Monday. 3,000 people been registered a year. But today, it not reach 400 we don't verify. And there's so many issues we get for be corrected. So since this is about us doing waiting right for all man, I not believe say ECSL will be aware of this kind of data here. And it's not just this center, it happen across the board. The turnout is low because unfortunately, so many people when we send out WhatsApp messages and say, hey, now we know say verification happen. So ECSL with the appeal to you, I appeal to you, and I'm happy for confirm this in writing. But for today, I know say now we must get this message. I believe say as others don't say, and as evidence, to ECSL. ECSL, we still see centers them usai inclusion form no day. Usai correction form no day. I just get a call from somebody that don't care. We go to the whole family. There are 3 when they're adults. And then non-name, not day, not the database. And when they ask for inclusion form, then tell them, say they not get form. Then it asks them for writing a paper. Other people then they come and tell me, say, they say they're going to NCRA, where they name not day. And I've not believed in that the correct process done day. I believe say ECSL will not forget inclusion form now every single center. So this is a message to ECSL. Of course, we go also put them in writing. But right now, as a concerned Fritonian, as the mayor of the city, as a concerned Sierra Leonean, I want for Teluna say, right now, the verification process, we still get road for go. 2 more days, Sunday and Monday, with this level of turnout, with the lack of inclusion forms, with the lack of correction, with the mix-up with then they tell people then say, go NCRA, I think say we go get for extend. So I look forward for there. We not take that move. Let we know make this team miss. We all know say for votes, not everybody in right. And the person go only vote if we know say if we can't verify, if you get the opportunity for verify, and if you get the documents them. Let we not send person go NCRA. What about the person within our village? Who say we go send them go? We not thank you, fumble them. Last word to Sierra Leoneans. You will not come out and you all see it for go verify. No waste 5 minutes. No waste 1 minute. The term done for today. But come out tomorrow, come out Monday. Make sure say you verify and you know you own status. You know if you name come, you know if you get correction, you know waiting at your own status. When I thank you. Come out Monday. Make sure say you verify and you know you own status. You know if you name come, you know if you get correction, you know waiting at your own status. When I thank you.
Okay, you don't hear the mayor of Freetown, Yvonne Akisoya. This na Ion take on the verification process. The side with camera go. They no display. You go to the person, you get on a table, you tell her your name, you go to sleep. I don't know, you don't watch them, talk to the camera. Then they watch now the paper, they say yes, you name the. Oh, now you name this, now you face this and everything. There was no display. But the ECSL boss we don't tell we say, then go display. It's like every center gets what they do. Every center gets your own. And where you not see your name, there is a form. So not to even day, there is a form where fulfill. Some of the centers they not get that form day. And some of the centers there, just a quick email say, then they say, well, go NCRE. How you they send me go NCRE? Not so me when I get talk. Not so when I come for verify too. Eh? Maybe in a duplicate me name for the under. Maybe in a underage, if for the under. Not so I be the advice people say, where they go with what you know say no go make you work at tute. Go with what make no go make you work at tute. ECSL, you gotta step up and make people then they scratch their head too much about this process. Now doing right, so now not give people a chance for doubt to na credibility. You're not supposed to give people a chance for doubt to na credibility. Eh? I get for wake up. Seriously though. Now really get for wake up. Look where two years Falaba. Now na free tongue. 3 people them. Adults them. They no name nobody. Who side them for the under? Now underage or na duplicates? On a normal basis, for 257,000 duplicates, just on a normal basis, force. That duplicates they beaucoup. That duplicates they 257,000. Also picking duplication that one day. So I be don't play anaya where the commissioner for ECSL, Mohamed Kone, they tell we say because they be there offline, so some people in name then they pull her up, they come. So because they not come, so then they write some back, so now them people in there, now they are the duplicates. But what to they now? Well, I don't know. But let's do it right. Let's do it right. No want point finger, no want doubt. How do I correctly do ya? ECSL. No say una don dey try. Eh? But una for do correctly. I do correctly. Do ya? I sound the grumble you don boku. Boku tay left. Welcome on board, friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for talking me through. And thanks for bringing the platform. And thanks to listeners and viewers. I believe, say, what you don't bring to the table, the other things, is say mostly the question, what in government they expend it, what then they spend, and how then they spend them, and what are the benefit then they spend that, what they get the impact to people them, or even they put infrastructure in place. Especially that approach for how them go approach for building infrastructure. But you see most time that expenditure approach then they put not in the mostly accordance with waiting government they able forget for put inside value or waiting then they get from outside and they get a source for revenue. Then the most time they not look waiting consumer they mean which then they own way for spend their own income. If their own income they go with inflation. But mostly outside and they spend their money there. Most time they approach for spend them on some goods. And when you see the talk of durable goods, we not value goods. And the talk of then non-durable goods, we are non-value, we not consumption. You look of voting, the talk of voting the normal consumer, one of the citizen, the people for spend, say they go buy. The money what they buy, go do for me rest. The one when they pay me in terms of my income, or are they able for meet up with daily transportation? They begin to question all them things there. You as a developer now, you can't say as a government say, where are they put them policy there? Make a look. Because I give for look into the people and force, the population, the employment and poverty. Then I get for look into them. Very serious. So I look up to the upper and middle income class. And at that area there, you get for look how you get for cuts down that area there. Wherein are the top people talk of jobs wouldn't they pay, talks of extra ministries, talk of per diem, talk of allowances of those there, and talk of even institutions and they call them administration, wouldn't they put up there when they don't get their money there, wouldn't they say in government they get revenue, either from GDP, either from extract or from anything now where they don't put towards. So sometimes move to the export from Upamai or what do they export from cocoa and they begin to do now. Then you they ask now what's not the basic food where people are they live on. You they ask the farmers then back which they produce. You able for know how much the rice of tons what people in the use per day. Then you go able for equal to the people in our ways that they can put this expenditure in terms of investment. If they give me grants or I go get grants from World Bank for can do this, I go able for put them let the SME them, then they will go before. Because if you don't know if the exact people that wouldn't pay the population in a way where you go say, okay, now you know see now 10 tons of rice then they consume. They'll say for any period of time. Then you look now what they invest towards the agriculture, they go reach for let una go able sustain that rest day and in price so that they go able get amount they go produce now una go get extra and then tons a day in terms of profit. So now then you look of what that economic approach where you look. When you look at economy, they what the economy they make. And when you don't know what they put to that economy they for let you produce, you go see the amount of what they come out. Now, if you see like expenditure, say like durable things, now you call the attention of ECC in a parliament. You will begin a question, say, now procurement, or now so usually they can go about making deals and way you go see them deals like the question there. See the price of their things there. Now durable or then or not just for ostentation, for say no more this thing and so a value or the thing value to what it did. So that the money you will say the development, I don't look say agriculture need this amount, health need this amount, make we know when the money I come. We don't know who side we need for put investment. We know say if we put for agriculture, if we produce the farmers and produce, not to ceremony, like just a matter of trying to know the right crops, the right soil, and know the procedure. We don't take you 1 year is survey, and then the next time how we can you produce. But if you don't know how you spend them money, that expenditure approach, you know, put them where you go know watching the consumer, then you then they spend and then goods and service, and then you know they look about investor, what investor they can put inside. And then you know the government, what you could do, you spending now on public goods and services, then at that area there you dey lack. But all the time now you would do more than the one way now you own consumption as a parliamentarian or you own consumption as the government what they consume, if they pass within mostly when they spend for let you go benefit. So the government therefore they look into anything they are most keenly. Not that you know they try for say then they bring ideas and policy and they bring them, but you get for determine they gotta say that class where you get you go you aim for cut down the lower and middle income poverty rates. And that one day they cut. But when you get that upper in the middle class, and the no more they go, the middle they jump and go to the upper. You know they try for buffer between the one who know that poverty, the one that lower one for come equal, then you always say you approach, you know, they work. But then therefore you look to anything there because when you talk of overall fiscal balance, you get what you say at the balance which are they give you, you know, for the gate. If I inside parliament, I don't go spend how much thousands they for bill them. Then when I don't go spend how much thousand per year, when I don't put many ministries them, when I don't open other industries, then when I try now for candle, say how we for put them seriousness, like how they investigate case don't come, we will for put CCTV in place, we for do this. Then you question now, say the local area network, now maybe they spend thousands a bit. Then thousands, then they look now what did happen. The streaming at parliament pass, sometimes it just lucky because the streaming they go well. But even when they stream, then they get for hot one, even the one who didn't get the parliament, then your own very Facebook page. In the hot 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want get a conversation, you get for jigsaw all only one and they go off. So then they see that they spend up on local area network. The local area network, now then get other procurement don't put on back. So you go begin the question, say, what you have been expenditure this year? Is durable for like you come up, then when the toxin around for can do another local area network, then the actual practical benefits, they say. So they see the expenditure, the money be don't go, the system they in place, but whether not the right connection or not the right thing I put, the question it lies there. But again, we don't see even the inside parliament where at one time when the speaker during the opening speech again, let's like when you do this last opening speech, he talk about in your office again, the infrastructure of your office, how they know prepare and well. During this spending, I wouldn't put so because now EU put money there, China they help for do some other durable things they wouldn't bring. So you see, say there was even wrong thing when they go on, but nobody know can push above. But now when it comes for payback, you will see say they're very robust for see when they pay for this service, will be don't go. So the question say whether the price of them things there. I know they say they show sense to the one they will commit the crime or when they don't become victim for pay. But the point is that let us say help with for transparency because you see the transparency, it's always doubtful of when the money are the current grants there, the process will then they undergo for let them go able for see and use. Let them go tell me of the receipts there, how the procurements go and how the development goes. So we're able for know say that things there, government they spend money per and they do so, but it only comes down to all when I know they look waiting the consumer in price, when they say CPI index, what they take for like we will manage in a border house, what you go get electricity and water in daily living. So you question until you compare that or you try for just carry on with money come, like just for suicide, they don't get a grant there, we get 4.1 million for land administration. We for don't help for customer, it take to agriculture, then let people and we will forget land. Then now you come now again to the other one where they don't say they don't bring money again for agriculture. We don't say not to 1/10 the money they can, but there must be either 1/4 or sometimes 1/3 of the money they can. So how are we able for investor and justify say now we don't put money for agriculture, we don't put money so that we GDP. Then you look again the cocoa, they rent, they sell the export. Then you see the price of the what they boast for more that paddy, pamai, and other things they already advertise. The margarine, then what in our income that they bring come. What they show say that then where would they put towards them where if they see taxation issue, they like the corner and when a good way for the government get money, we all come down to how na how na manage, what's on our export and what's on our import, then you go see a go for put me value now. The value now would there because now what you go tell on? If you tell on we on baseline, what are the so-called rates where you see the exchange rates they go up now, not they get the value of the currency. They all come down to when they try for reduce inequality all time, when they just try for maintain the prestige of the higher class, and then the lower class with the method they bring they profit and because of the policy they put inside. Investors they come, then some of them will they stay, and then some of them will just stay on business and other things which is a no profit outcome. You will see the local man go and taking your way now for live, then I think you go see some man will take a different lifestyle. And the next lifestyle here now, you see the same thing back, then they put money for let them go look, they know about people and lifestyle. Now you take way to what in the police and they do. Now the approach and they do, then they do are now based on waiting we get present for we're able for control the push. They not get that sophisticated. We was okay. We were able to put something in place where then where we check them. Or now we expand the mental home we get because then they able for then they admit these push people. People they know about it, but they know they try to see well, how we control anything there. The minister, okay, in the gear an idea, say, okay, now this and this. But it all comes down to what you know, put on the infrastructure, yeah, when are they expend it, something will durable, no go able for help. Not for them go encourage them for go there Christian, but when they put things in place for control them things, they're not just for the arrest them, put them back, now for control, and then when I see the source of waiting them things they also then they come out. But it all comes down to how when they put structures in place. They know the money value and the economic management, but government can always they overspend and they misweigh on that expenditure. They we can total all money we don't come within a period of a time of year for investment something. They see the outcome. When they see, then they do have small, but what is the question? Say, waiting and they spend equal to what they do, or the method and the approach with this year to the right people in the right place. But if that year they always they do we know they ever wait for him for go before, then get for trial and get the way the national household survey, then can they do then get a CPRTR, then for able for they see how people in this their own money, how then they live. They own a car now, una go see these are the basic. We not go export per mile, then they still sell and they over 500 una like a bag of rice now in price with all money. So it's almost the same thing of that 5 batter almost equal to 1 bag rice. So you see, if you even want go quarter and say you 1 bag rice already don't just eat your salary from that 600, would then go give basic. So you get for move further now for finding things there. So there's not a man who they also sometimes do them program there. I know they say it's right for them to take drug. You go see and things there they put them. But if you not know them problem there, every time they see like every they all we know. They know say how then they test the drug, then get man the way they test her, then get how then they mix her, then get people the way they do this. So all that they come out. But how we not go able for deal with and nobody not be able to come with a transit point. Instead the doctor in recommend say like this and this, the bills they not do. They not get capacity for this. So we are now go find the solution. So now the solution will put this here, and then the solution will put this for let we go stop that here for cancer. If we stop that here for cancer, we'll go for we set a special task force, and the task force for very be truthful. Not just because we're not able to catch person, we'll not see how in eye red or we'll not see how in sleep, make say people are not the taker. People in the system is different. So some man in terms a system and say like whatever, now the good one or now in their way for control then you know they know better. But in the take so it go secure. So if you're able to put the boundary limit between let the things that in way for cancer, you control her, then you go able to know they must get side where they bring them because in they can't keep the whole sale for no go distribute them. When you discourage them, then you go try for avoid now for let you know get new people and for create. You get for try discourage that created gang where did it. And when you don't discourage them, either by whatever way you know say, if the economy go try for hold on or the chain work like go hold on, once you don't cut off, then go find another thing who has to people who go do a business. But it all comes down to people in lifestyle, the way and want for look, say me, I want to get money quick, or I will get this way for that, I will secure myself. It all comes down to the one day. But if we all know that problem there is nothing we are able to put in place, then the only thing we available now they use so because they don't get technicality. So now through for see you by sight, then they can meet you the interview to say, oh, when you drunk or this or you take drugs, and then you will then go for the screen now. Then they know about the drug because you see the speech of the man, you know say that drugs and they all these things, but now waiting, now the tools of waiting they take for let go work with now, for let this year go work now, available if you see at how this year they approach. So the only way is physical one with them for see you, them who you then stop. But for let go further, they know about it, but how they go able to tackle them, that now the question. So I only hope say that here will for help so that the country will go before we not go to get people and we be say we not get them usefulness. Then you look at the voter ID again. Now the same thing because of government spending. Government spending and not spend the way we are in and go put time for everything. The your information and it will display date of birth, everything. Even though yes, we're not going to say it's dangerous, but somehow all them things are not necessary. You see, all you need forget other method who then go approach with based on what you not get. But when I put money for them, go spend and go left the cut and take, or if you not do, una go say, well, a project will not say will not sufficient for us, we do just go before we do either for gains of we own gains or for let we just show the people and say we try for help, but you know can reap benefits. But all the things that they see say the thing see look genuine of waiting they go on. There is something wrong somewhere. Oh, get for this say this and for bring a way people and go they just the draw the argue court case and this, but we not hope see them go try sit down then try settle. But the time now go they go. If you know they spend money on things and will useful, go tomorrow then go arrange them things down and identify any steps. Say, oh well, we get infrastructure, oh we get capacity, we get this. But how we will solve them? Anytime we bring a product of anything, it always be questionable. The math side on that one day on your section, that one day will be still down. But what thing I will put in place so that people are not going to just go to up on a board when they say when I will bring up, when I will bring this, it will shoot for let all man get on. For then all no get Android, we will get it happier for check. But everything it all come down to waiting when I look when I begin investment for seeing yeah, this you go for investment in the internet, we go for investment in this infrastructure, we go for investment something we will be affordable, price control, so people we will afford what is the need for afford. But if not, they just they go normal and they carry on, they look at the consumer of the people and what's in them, then your income day and how then they live. When I just they make arrangements and they go normal, so always it can happen. The development will they go, when a development will they get gap and society, you know, will hold on strong, it will just there and then it get for demolish, but then get for put things in place, especially money where they can that country today and how then they spend them. And we on natural small resources, let them try look into how then they manage them and the bank. Not to them no more the whole then the bank no they know. There's a bank back there for the show how even strategy they use who will work with the country development. Let God help the nation. Let we lead us and see what they need for. See, thank you very much. Let God help you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
You're welcome, yes, sir.
We want to say thanks to us friend for your summary for the week. And you know, see Saturday night, we go with the do not so. Because soon we go reach na yourself you on the mortgages now. We yourself go can't tell we waiting you want for talk about. Welcome on board Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Tripoli, thanks for bringing me on board. I want to say good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to our listeners all over the world. This is Saturday, all thing go. Before I go to the summary of the week, I get 2 or 3 main points for talk on. The first thing I see where for me it's an alarming issue or it's an alarming issue for we country. ECSL, the plot or they try for set up the threshold for parliamentary election. So according to what they get, I don't know if I'm correct, they say now 11.9% for in let's say for a party member, let's say for one person for Guna parliament, if it's not as independent or whatever. The first question I want to ask is a clear picture. This if you combine all the small party them when it's in up 2018 election, they not even get up to 11 point almost percent. And now the ECSL don't set or they can try for sets. This is the threshold 11.9%. So it's about and they set so. It's about the thing where the pace where they open so now only 2 main parties the one lady contest by election. So any party will not get this threshold, forget it. You don't even get parliamentary seat. So for me, I think ECSL, honestly, I said this the last time. For me personally, I'm not talking for any person. I always they get question. Anytime when they come, when they do their activities, I get a lot of question will not be be answered. And that's what we are seeing. If you are setting 11.9% for an individual, show me all the party that we this will get almost 20 almost party. You see, now this not the thing. Where they talk all man when they say opposition, APC now the big waiting and call. But we can forget the other parties then we combine all, then all know they get 11.9%. Now this is the threshold. So until now they may support, now they may jump. Oh, the PPRC how you call them leader. They say, oh, they don't do the verification, they don't this now this kind of system now Sierra Leone and they crave for. Now we don't see, so then don't set the threshold. Some of them then get for lock them party the office then go sit down because they no get thing for do again, they no get job. Because when you not get this kind percentage, forget it, you know they go to parliament. Now go to me next point, Tripoli. Like I say, this ECSL for me personally, they always give me question for ask. Now we talk. Now we help for even sensitize people or for advertise the sensitization. I mean the verification. But see the challenges in the verification. I just forward one video as the way now grown them prepare the papers, then the verification paper. Can you imagine? Now grown. Somebody in personal details. This is not the other two way people don't know. When you look at them paper, then it's personal details. Somebody in details. Now they prepare now grown so. Yeah. Do we respect people their personality? You take I pray and I go like when the mayor me they say so now fly they fly and I send that video they then at the group the paper then they fly not to then see if they yeah. Can you imagine that? It's ECSL really they respect Sierra Leoneans. Now I make I say for any time when they do things for me, then they left a lot of question in my mind for ask. Look at some of the challenges them triple A. How can you give somebody full details of in everything, then the person picture no come? Outside the picture go? That's now one question we they need for answer. We when I take this person picture, I doing biometric, fingerprint, everything. Now in picture, the person in detail can the picture no come. It's a lot of question. Somebody go ready go, he can in sleep go. Not to really say he reach the matured somebody where get speaking themselves with then say don't go register. Trust me, the person name no come. You want to tell me say the person are underage immediate? You know, there are a lot of questions for Anks Triple A for me. And trust me, this election we will continue to ask these questions where they come. Because for me, what they see the ECSL is being controlled, is being stage managed, yeah, for make things go out the ruling government want them. Because when you look at even this PR system, Triple A, PR system not ever make provision for independent candidates. PR system not cover local council elections and not cover how you call them, elections them. Now they say that they bring local council election inside it, then they bring independent kind inside it. Who stay with it? Almost now the same one me say they not get time. Oh, it's not the way me they say. They say no, they not get time for waiting for do boundary delimitation. Take note. I even bring that challenge in at this program. I say, how would you say you not get time? Then look at all the time where you they waste right now. Do all this, make this, make this. Why they not me don't continue? And before this time, they even don't start the boundary delimitation. Even when political parties they be they raise them up, they not even care. Instead, they give you one silly excuse in August 10. But yet still see all this thing, then get all this now the table. Time is going. Yeah. So for me, ECSL, honestly, I'm still having a lot of question for understand or find it a lot of difficulties for understand what thing they do because the entire process is a clear. You see the flaws where the process gets. How would you say almost 100,000 people them? Yeah, look at the number: 2,057,000 people there now duplicate. What are the details of them duplicate here? Who side 57,000, sorry. Who side and they? Who side with district? With una give we details of ano, una not give it. Una just give we one big number no mona ibana we bam. We for accept her. Now people having their details in their hands, going to verify they not they see them. Are these people duplicated? Yes or no? How they go know? So there's a lot of question to ask. And for me, like why I have to follow somebody where they say it will good law gets independent audit or waiting and call it they will audit this system before this election will happen. That would have been a very good thing. Because outside the number you come out, and when you combine these 257,000 people in AAA, trust me, the C4CO, the DSO, within a parliament, so they all not even get that numbers or to get this voters the 2018 election. So what in that they tell you, then they do this thing in a way that will go suit and give you the ruling government all the opportunity for continue for rule. Because when you don't cut then kind number there, then when you can now you can't begin apportion seats by parliament. At the end of the day, you get for reduce Freetown, you get for reduce society. I don't know. It's not done, Triple A. Honesty is something where I believe say, even if you not get God, you know the brace if you not to Muslim, not to Christian, but you get for be honest to yourself. How would you say this kind amount of people in a duplicate? Give me detail of it, you know, they give. Explain how this thing happen, you know, they agree. But when we reach this number, waiting and call, then give we say, oh, the underage, then at this, then begin give we district by district, how the underage then go. Now that same way for don't do duplicate. Then let them show you the names the way na duplicate things. I mean, now that thing they call for. Duplicate no hard for no. When I show you the names, this now this person I name this now he register here, he register so now that make it's clear triple A. But they don't, we have no evidence of this duplicate, and yet still verification they go on. People are going to centers, their names are not being found. Are these people responsible for duplication? This is the other thing that make it clear to people. Not to the people and go register themselves. So if you want for cast blame for duplication, you should cast blame to your staff. They are the ones that registered people. So if there is any means of duplication, it's not the people themselves, it's your staff. Then who should be held responsible? It's your staff. Where what to make people who don't go strain, they don't spend their time, they don't go on a line, they don't molest them, they don't do it and call. At the end of the day, they register now, they name, they know they come. Let God help Sierra Leone. Let's go to my next point, Triple A. Yeah, let's go to the summary we me get for the week. Of course, we talk about EDSA, the new technology where they can implement for raise revenue. And remember, you know that make collect this platform, Triple A. Let God continue for bless you. The initiative no more for bring this platform for bring waiting the Sierra Leone to the we were there abroad and we were there abroad to Sierra Leone. That initiative day alone, God will bless you for them. Yeah, we talk about this revenue thing again. People, it's you see, I don't know how honest they are. How people, it's sad, people. It's EDSA tell we say 80% of the Sierra Leone, not they pay, they not they pay them bill. How true is that? 80%, 80%. Are you serious? If 80% not they pay bill, EDSA they lock immediately. We'll make them very clear. So let them check. And me now one person will raise that up. Let them check the different ways the way they raise the revenue. Let them check the government parastatals them. We talk about the headquarters, then the police barrack, the soldier barrack them. Let them check them. Like and Tony me make mention. When you go to them barrack them, people and they go put big freezer and the way they it's salon sad Tripoli. Freezers then they make money, but the barrack they know they pay light bill. So why you they go people the way they pay now on they go suffer them? Una they increase charges every day. Now one factor for the people thief light because the person they don't connect or waiting and call you don't increase the tariff the person no able pay. In the fair way you go get light. So let ECSL continue. I mean, sorry, let EDSA. Let them go more. Let them, let them say these things. Even if state house, somebody may say that one of the callers. They say even if state house not they pay like be let them talk them because now government's waiting and call. They're supposed for pay, not to them personal pockets the money they come out. Now we'll go to the next point again. We'll talk about the pirate ship. We go now with Sierra Leone water. Again, then we'll talk about the Marines. Not to people for me don't give you that report, say that the Marine for don't give you report. Up to now, we know here for what they say, then they wait till the water come, let the water boku, so the ship go able for wait till then call it, they will not hear nothing again. Salon and God will help with Tripoli. Of course, again, we talk about the provisional voter list, where if CSL don't talk about or where they don't hang. And the other two we'll talk about inside the week, we'll talk about Gloucester and Leicester, the vegetable, the challenge within the face. I'll tell you, say you touch me hearts. I tell you personally, yeah. You touch me heart. The reason make I say you touch me heart because my mama na from them place then they come out. They work garden, them send we na school. So I know every challenge. So that was a very, very good thing we'll talk about. And lastly, which I will talk on are the police, the raid or the campaign where they raise. No sleeping, no nothing. Interesting. Of course, Usfren don't make mention of that. Kudos to Usfren. But once we go say, trust me, the police are not ready to cramp or to clamp down drugs in Sierra Leone. Knock the cartel them, knock outside and they sell them. Just clamp the one that they don't, you don't done the feds. Not so for beginning on at people in a street or whatever, because like when the one bobona IMA junction, because that was IMA junction, where they tell you if you sign order for sale, then not they buy. But when side they for sale, that's not temptation. You go tempt that person there, he go for go buy. And where he buy, he go smoke. Where he smoke, he put himself at risk, he put the community at risk. He go drive Okada or ride Okada, drive motorcar. When that's in the heat and when he begin sleep, not trouble for we all. So let them clamp down the main cartel then where they sell them here. You see a poster na me na the comments there. The one the way they sell them, if you knock them dog, not you know they go the one the way they can buy. Like I say, if the thing not available, first you know go buy them. But where available, even if you tight stay, some man go squeeze, it still go buy. I can't see you smoke 'em. But if you clamp the one the way they sell them, trust, then you don't done the whole thing. But like why they say the one the way they sell them, then be connected. Now be big people them. That's for all. Now make the police they gonna tell them small one day. Now the same thing. If I can end with this one, the corruption at Sierra Leone. Then be big on there. You advocate you. Then be big arata there. You advocate. Now make the push the good part. Then small arata there. Now they dance no more. Now they whap. We catch there go can put them na quantity. They scatter up news and what's them call part there. But the big one then they make nothing. I think that I'm going take for the week. We pray that as this new week they come, we will get good news for Mama Sierra Leone. And things will continue for go before. Let God bless for you all and God bless all the listeners. Thank you very seriously.
Thank you very much, Alpha. I say thanks to Alpha and his friend for their summary. If you be there last week, I believe say you gonna know what's next now. We get we. Hey, where are you? I hear they look for some. I'll see you. On Saturday. Yes, Suma. You get the platform, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you to Mr. Alpha. Thank you to Mr. Osfred. Triple A. And I start with this parliament chaos. First of all, what's in the position where clerk of parliament get? Would they give order now? Parliament, not to the speaker, not in the boss of parliament. How comes we get the clerk of parliament? They tell police, they say, "We're not clear. We're not go do this. We're not do this." Now in job now that na part of in job description, or it just take matters in your hand. Because not to him for do that. Now the speaker of parliament, neither the head, neither the chief of parliament. Now they give orders. Now for call police in. Now for if anything like here Nancy Pelosi now another Republican guy. Why this guy na in be the give orders? Which I police them for go, what them for do? Which to me and they will get that wrap around the head. Because not in your job description that maybe people that know no pass me. Then another thing what they say, they argue now all the time, they stifle the opposition, and when then people are anytime we come into money business, when they ask for money in a parliament, then they get one word. One faith minute between them. Anytime when somebody says something, when they challenge their own integrity, even if the thing will be happening against them, you see, this now Not clear, not clear evidence. Don't watch that. I'm not listening to that thing day na 98.1. But you see, now the list where them called today or where them put ladies here, if I'm not mistake, I think now 3 APC, 1 SLPP. Now they involved. Now they get for pay that money. If they ever ask them for pay the money. But yet we get Honorable Abdul Kargbo, go sit down, they try for chastise with your man. Whether man that you can invite and we show now, if they can't talk, what thing they go on? In a man way very straightforward. And a man, if even be like a labor president, because he always they fight for the little people when they try for whole up, now they job them with the government job them, they treat them right. Now Abdul Kargbo go attack Abdul Kargbo of all people. Even though the way SLPP go treat them at that parliament day. If you go sit down to go tell the minister, say, don't worry, let me address this guy. Now PTI that. Why for talking with this honorable? That tell you, to me, Abdul Kargbo, I've been on to say this before, just the way they take gear, that symbol na cuff block, na that put locker area, you know, be genuine. Now the same way, now I got to talk, now man with phony. Now I don't care what anybody say, now phony guy. And behavior the way behaving, you just study somebody. And we say in America, if you walk like a dog, you look like a dog, you smell like a dog, you must be a dog. You know? So this push business with police, I don't know. Namugo said it all. When I go look for the people how they sell them, you say they're easy for kids. Well, they for don't go too fast. The woman don't tell you. If kush not there, they need to take kush. The kush when they make now, they're not like that. So if you stop beside they come out, but how them go stop beside they come out? We rumor they circulate all over the place say we own vice presidents of the handed it. Politicians them, big people them. Now then they bring that thing they can who say if you say kush the pass. If you say kush na poor business, the people don't talk. Now to get money. Show me any drug man they bring kush inside salon. Now the one that will get money. And when it come in terms of using kush, believe me, I know people them. I know people them who don't show me or call people and name them when are big people them as Sierra Leone. I mean big people them, and they tell you what people them way get I'm a man or policeman they salute to. Who they can kush. That's what it happen now. I mean we get two type of drugs now. We get crack cocaine, we get cocaine. Crack cocaine are the one where them base set they use na street. Cocaine, now the expensive one where we fumble them up the hill now and Hollywood now they use. And most of the big people in this country. The crack now in there base set they put pass and use na street. And the same thing. If we say no more na them where no more they pass and sleep na street. Because that big man they sleep na street. When they sleep farm or whatever way they take up, they go lay down. But the people who they use crack cocaine, you know. Then this registration thing. One thing I observe, why is that Kenema and Boo, the underage registration, the one that would say they pick up, Kenema, I think say Kenema, if I'm not mistaken, Kenema they get Boge 4. Put Loco and McKinney, the northern side, they get the higher number. So they want tell me say the Kenema picking na they no more be genuine, na they no more be no say oh me I dey underage I need to go make lie. Now the picking no more na the not na the desperate where 13-year-old or 14-year-old or 15-year-old go for go register.
Help you quick on that one, Omar. Kenema be get 12. Kenema na 12, yes. Then get.
Right.
Bombali get 77. The
Correct.
underage, yes.
How much
Bo be get 50. Bo then be get 50.
Oh, Bo be get 50. Now Kenema be get the 12.
12,
right.
Yes.
Yeah. You know. And
Konadugu get 88.
88. Small Konadugu. And then the number are not correct. But let this guy try it. this confirmation, I mean, first of all, how you do it easy. When you pick up the same name or the same person with the two names, you just dey touch the other one out. You need to cancel them completely. But first of all, if the machine them be genuine, the machine they all good. When you punch the same person a name with the same date of birth, now make could they talk now say ID card. I don't know how they call it, waiting at the name what they give that to them in the card what we call now social security number. Because if now then NIN number, trouble that before be easy. You put your name, your date of birth, you put your NIN number. You don't even need all the number. Maybe not the last four. 90% of business the way you do now, where you call, where they try for verify. They don't tell you, say, give me your social security number. They say, give me the last four digits of your social security number or your date of birth. Yes, ma'am. Or your date of birth. You know, now you the key. So if now that number they need to be done point to that machine, the machine they pick up, so this person be done register so side. Now duplicate. But they not get that thing and they put together. How you to go try for organize election materials then when all that thing and they get for be mindful of all that thing and they so that we not go get voters fraud. Because yourself they can get anything and they where people then they can get not to make a lot of red states them the governor them do want change the rules after the last election. They say voter irregularity, voters fraud. Yes, sir, it happen. Now I make when I get the money, when I buy the materials them, we go pick them irregularity then they out. So I not see how we go just go take how what's the population as alone? When I go take 256,000 people, when I just tell them say no, when I want to go for vote. That somebody be to do a math trial in our forum where now the amount of votes that the way KKY was a NGC and C4C been get combined. Now the amount of people in the world just want to toss them out, say they no matter. Like that in the way you talk to people be easy for them. I mean, who side of people that can educate themselves? Like when the boss be don't talk say, nothing where they put big board like blackboard, put the thing in there, all man can look for your name. You not see your name, then you go say I don't see my name. You don't need again for good now. Put an all man can look for your name. It go even go faster. Then say go can show me your name, what in the people I don't know but this election, then people they don't put this election inside the one time. But Lord will go no more. Let God help you all.
Thank
Happy
you very
Thanksgiving
much.
to you, my brother.
Same to you.
You know that. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, thank you. I want to say thanks to Omar. The next person will be Ezekiel. And after that, you will listen now. You self go can't get the time for me to hear from you. On Saturdays, that's what they do now. They get Ezekiel and Omar. Yes, Ezekiel, welcome on board, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. Sorry for beginning. So, we start with the drug issue. Um, the problem with fighting drugs, it always uh, they fall heavily on the final consumer. I mean, even if you look now, where they want for enforce the law, then they enforce on the street level so fast because I mean, obviously, we get a different level of why they want for doing. Like here, they want for full up the jail because the jail privatized. So the one that we then want, then get the jail, they like that idea for go out, even a small one they catch somebody, mainly black people. And they want for full up the jail because now so then they make money. You know, if they get two people and one person in jail, it cost we taxpayer in the tune of nearly $7,000 to $10,000 a month. So if they get so many people in there, that private jail, it don't make a lot of money. But the basically what I want to talk about is that when it comes for fight drug issues, law enforcement, they always run after the common thing, common person for arrest. Because when them people are taken na street, then he exhibit the example right on the street. So it's easy for arrest them. Meanwhile, the other person way in the car with her in bulk for distribute them, then they do them in secret. So for get them people and they it take some time. It take really an institution where it want fit genuinely where it want fit a cause, because now then go able to do a lot of undercover, even use the drug takers themselves for uncover the dealers if they're ready for that. And so it happen in an advanced country outside they want to get rid of drugs. When it go to the Arab countries, then they make it easy for you. Wait and catch you. You know they ever live for tell the story, and so it's very easy for eliminate drug issue now. Arab countries, Saudi Arabia, being they one been in college now the dorms who been get Saudi students when a roommate. In fact, then they've been they asking me, you know, the only black person who don't meet up now, we know they smoke weed. They all they smoke. So I ask them, what thing will happen? Where you want go? They say, see all that gene, they all them dying closely at the left are all night. I don't want to say small seed lay the inside our pockets, because if there's catch me no more, me here they go. Yeah, so they not get problem. But drug for fight time is very difficult unless you get a system where it ready for do them. When I make them go able catch the big one the way they involve. But mainly drug fighting is much easier for do them at the streets than go to a high level. But obviously, just like prostitution, if you know get buyer, it's very difficult for see the sellers to prosper. So if you got most of the people away, then they consume them, I guess the seller now will get much buyers. So and so we know way business they start, the one way they blossom quick by the time they know you don't pack with people, and you know. So I guess that the best way that they for start so far. So Lord, we see how that goes. The only thing, obviously, sadly and unfortunately, now always the lower levels. Now then they slap them with heavy fines. You go see people and they serve now life imprisonment for get crack cocaine. But yet when then they catch people away, then they deal in and then just they say 15 years, 10 years. Good behavior, then pull them out. But now we start somewhere. Maybe that will begin for help. And then when it comes to the election, like how we brought I'll be post waiting they happen. They say we are confused. I be say we get computers and they don't input all this name. And if they get difficulty for confirm people, why the election commissioner did not come up with a system. If I register AAA, make sure say I give them a number like 01, and then you get the paper. So when if I don't go now for go verify, then you don't need for watch all part that paper. It 2 years like how they put all part the page. How would I go stand from the end of that page where they connect at the street, maybe named in at the middle or on the top or on the. It's just like so they connect 5, 6 A4 papers. Now you team up at the bottom of that end of the paper for look maybe you named in at the top or at the middle. See how difficult it is. Why that they not for don't use the same computer? If they be use AAA 01, now you go AAA now 01. They look for AAA 01. If you get 3 AAA, then they only look for 01. Why they not doing this way? Spreading of paper on that, just Just imagine that person don't painstakingly take the time and post all that documents on the street. Every police come, clip. You don't get 15 or 20 things, don't fly, you're not able to get that. 10 people and they for come back for go verify. Now 4 days so then get them. Now you for go back in the office, they don't get anything for print inside and there. They wait for papers for come out from the office, come back, then they look for them. Oh my God. You see the system is so aligned for let this man able to do and catch up with thing he been don't say on tape. I want to see a clip from Kenema from Bo, then end the day where people and they get difficulty for verification. Then we'll get 100% verification unless they prove we wrong. Look at the other place where they talk about 600 people, they register 30 people and they show up and they know the time limit. Now then put the time limit and then deliberately send that number they did. With the balance 570. When? It not go happen. Hey, my God. Come on. This year, they do so deliberate. Hey, something bad now. Yeah. Deliberate. People enforce from registration, car with a different system. Now you why una good for collective for copy bad thing? Other places who they say then get PPRC style, PPRC style. Check style how for verify people voter registration. Why una not take that good example? Una get the computer. Understand all these picture and paper on it. No, me show up with me registration paper for don't give you me name and me information. Tap the computer, it come up, you click the button, it's verified. If you not did it, the computer use them again and type that person information, put up there, give her a copy. Why una they make this thing so deliberate? And would they talk this thing, this wall is a wall they now totally different. How you come on here? Thing don't advance now. Keep all this record. All una they make this catwalk now decide for life for people or continue for oppress and suppress with people. Will they get all this record? Not get nowhere to hide. When una cause problem in that country, you have nowhere to hide. You come now, we'll get people away, then go after you. People and then away, then they study law. You cannot escape it. Do the right thing for we people in that country. There. Buy so many computers. Why possess this? Computers. Why is not in use? Verify. Now the same place who say you put the information. Why I not go can now and give you that information? Then you verify and they check the box and I'm good to go. Waiting. Go on. So they verify per paper, then you wanna go back on a sit down at office, go type and they say, yes, this person not verify. Even if you don't verify. There get so many ways for cause trouble in that place for this registration business. Get people away, they not get no love for the country. We they not get no love for people. We they want for continue for align them pockets and their own power. Continue for suppress people. The leadership now for suppress people. Not to leadership for lead. So that the people where they meet, where they for them, then go able to grab and lift them up together. Right for be leadership. When you meet the people, all the lay down, then they crawl. You as the leader, you for team up and they hang by you so that you all go grab together. Rather, you go continue for step on them back and make more money and lay yourself in luxury. When people are not they do right, the only way for exact authority now for conquer the one the way they rule. Instead of for let them grab, then they conquer it. Anytime we ask question, they conquer you. If that's the right question, no one knows it. They say, but the big boy they now you not for talk. Una not go enjoy anything, any evil wo una they gather. Alexa if you not pray for let God fight you in faith, it go happen to una. Una left for cause problem for the poor people. Una responsibility is for let una change the country to a way where the people and go breathe well. Simple thing. Una spend so much money on computers and now it's not in use. That very computer where you for don't get this person come, it call in number, the thing that way you put in place, you press the button, that person name come out, you check that box, it's good to go. Go spread paper now grown. Now all man sabi read back. I guess for let we put na the wall for let it go verify. All man sabi for go look for your name. Picture than they look for. Picture was distorted. I take many times for look for that picture. Why una not go take the paper and the person how una been get away register? But then una look for them. pull them up inside the system, computer system for them make it so simple. Type your name up, if not Sorikanu, all the Sorikanu they line up. If you been give Sorikanu 10, then you look for Sorikanu 10. Una left. A dig hole for yourself. God help una, for give una direction, for help with people. Anybody where they suffer in a corner for a place where you did for make a difference. Generation get for suffer. So much triple A. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
I return the mic to you before we go come with Daniel. You want to add something? Something personal you read that? Yes, Bango, I want to clarify. I see the bar pushing, not to a job. We want to make a sharp before we go call Daniel. They'll get 5 callers, yeah? The phone line open now. But if we're good, then in the next 5 minutes we go call Daniel. On Saturday. That now one thing I was like, okay, how they getting people here, they name them don't face noddy na the list. Face noddy and some centers then they then display, some centers they go make a line. Then where you go, then say put your fingerprint now you sign. So it's like everybody just they do their own. Or man they do their own based on it is what it is. Diana Salon. Babilisi we don't touch the one of the picture where they see Usai see the Minister of Information and the Vice President. Now this weekend. Okay. This weekend. No, the thing don't done today. Ezekiel, thank you for the stars. Don't forget say stars business day out. Because it look like say someone forget. Lord, they remind we safe. The Ministry of Information and Communication, the annual CSO and media engagement. Say I need to be the we say be part of the media engagement. And the place before na kenema den do am. Open government is a governing doctrine where all the citizens get the right to access documents and procedures of the government for allow effective public oversight. Until you say this administration the MCC they don't fail government effectiveness though. They don't fail government effectiveness. So now that one day you see so the vice president FBDD, civil society them, the media, and to the information we'll get, then say you come more fine. Okay. And they been full up. They been full up. But I don't done today, Saturday. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, like I'm with Daniel. I think so. We don't do well. So, we don't try. Like how the chairman. I think say next week, we will get an entire program next week. We go deal with this one way Slafa for going to parliament. They have to. But we'll go save that one day. Wait till me get for say. I go save that one day for the day where they call the program. It's an a call name na hindi na slafa. Call name na him boss. That's how the chairman.
Superb football.
Okay.
And I can tell you, the next World Cup where America the host, you know, go easy because now you find out the old name there. The Hurricane, they all don't go. Look, the English team self. Young people they don't come up.
Yes,
20,
yes.
21, 19. Now they don't take over. They really see so then they outdo the young one, the big one there. This is not a World Cup of past days. This is a World Cup
But
of now
another
players.
team will surprise me na Iran.
Oh yes.
Iran
Oh
they
yeah.
play, man.
They are
Then
too.
they play.
Then they
Look
play.
how-
So as I say, just as we observe, that makes sense. Find this World Cup here, please, people. They can't well then team there. Now you know they get pushover, man. You know they get pushover.
No.
You know they get pushover. The
If
teams
them
and
they
they play.
get really possible they try
Yeah.
the goal fine, therefore be beat Wales
Mhm.
bad one.
Yeah, no, let me forbid to. Well, seriously, you know, that makes so. I did tell. I did. My observation of the Ghana team. Okay, Senegal without Sadio Mane, then they push. Then of course, me and looking put to Cameroon. Then they play, but they don't get possible. Even this Abubakar, when are the key man, I don't know if you know fully fit because they can't silent, and they not get up front. But this Morocco and Tunisia, as I say, I'm not can put too much because they on any win they sit down for Arab world. So me not can put too much. I focus more on me. Oh yes, any win they win. Anything that they talk now for Arab world. So me not can put too much attention. But still Ghana, if Ghana play, then put the attention. Then they play with too much slackness. Then too relax, as if they practice, they practice. If they're able for play and put punch, like how America, then colleagues in America and Canada and Iran and Switzerland, how they play their younger, but England, they were able to do something. We wish them all the best in the next matches. Then that's how we will end up today. Let we hope say AAA we were able to get to Mandela and go get for we first stand. What's in the happen that parliamentary committee because for long, them people don't they take delegation go at the best of other sports disciplines. Look, the cricket over then they go back for go represent now 8 other countries, now 7 other countries, then they go meet you. Still, there's some them people in the finance ministry. And even the finance ministry, it take common sense no more. For no, so why the other disciplines, the own people and they go fast enough. Now finance ministry, the same money no day. But then as they say football, that money they because the deal. Now this one even when they don't get money already, then go to government back for money and that money they come up quickly on finance. Why the other disciplines are not get money? Now go to go super. Left the mommy then the papa then the girlfriend then the sister and brother there. Then they go for almost 3 weeks for go play and all the way Rwanda. Money no the government pass the small way and get that. It's not good. Let me hope so get something concrete to go come out and let we do justice to sports generally in the country. I thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
I want to say thanks to Daniel Oldfield for the sports update. A couple of weeks ago, Naya, we be planned for get a meeting. We through talk. We say we can work to have a diaspora office in Sierra Leone. We know they get no name diaspora. And tomorrow, we now the 27th, we don't decide say we go get a meeting, a Zoom meeting. So on Facebook, maybe on Facebook. That morning, we go pin the Zoom link. We go pin the Zoom link. So we come na the Facebook page, you go see and the. Or if you know the numbers, where any of the number they okay announce now, yeah, contact video will go give, but it will be after, let's see, other than get last game tomorrow. Just after the game. So it depends on who say you day. Let's see, Japan, Costa Rica, Belgium. So the last game to man are Spain, Germany. Spain, Germany, and then get last game tomorrow. After Spain, Germany, as that game did it done. Because you know, I don't know, it depends on who side you dey, the time where the game they play dey. But after Spain Germany game, as that one they done, then the Zoom will be active for make we just get to first meeting and talk and make we just map out a plan how for do am, yeah? Again, Spain Germany game, na last game for tomorrow. Eh? Okay. But if you want for contact we. If you say you look for the link, you not see him, contact we, please, yeah? Then it will be tomorrow. Sunday. How do you say tomorrow? Sunday. Yeah? All right. We other team, they look way, I'll tell you just say Saudi back then good. I not get luck for watching the game. But all the other team there in the world, we see the World Cup. Young guys doing good. We only on star. How much game then go? They don't score one. Wait, sometime Monday safe. That's before the drama not come out. Sometime Monday, now we can deal with it because I think now Wednesday, I never go Parliament. But again, we hope say something go come out because Parliament, who that the way Parliament don't summon for say something. Hey, Papa God, I tire, boo. I tire. Okay, one song do you want to play today, eh? Let's see. They call it here now, yeah? Yes, we'll not play it today, so we'll play it now. We'll go there back on Monday. Tomorrow, if AYV on Sunday day, we'll join them. They're not in now, well? Nine that. Till we meet again on Monday with Long Life and Well Body. Make sure you take care of yourself. Pamper yourself small over the weekend. People, they say, tata.